Yo, what up, guys? SkitsaphranicRa here. Basically, what I'm here to tell you guys about today is I'm just going to show you the combo. I had to do it in a controlled setting because I kept on every time getting Red Eyes Fusion and just making my opponents rage quit. Because I don't know why, but I opened with it literally 15 games in a row, and I was just like, man, fuck that. I'm never going to get this combo off because it's a 2-card combo, and 2-card combos are really hard in 60-card decks. But this deck has multiple options. You can win a game multiple ways. The earlier version of the combo that I showed can still be done. With this, remember that this is a controlled setting, and basically you just need 2 cards in your hand, Vision Hero and any Destiny Hero. And then the other 3 cards can be anything. You can even mallet. I wouldn't recommend a mallet because it's a very tight combo to get the full one off, but here it goes. Okay, now here's where the combo gets different. Because normally what you'll do is you'll pendulum summon using your scale 0 and 7, Elemental Grace Doriado, and then you'll go for one more, and then you'll basically get the level 5 spell canceller. And then I got a video on that version of it. It's an easier version to do in case you somehow mess up, because there's only 1 card or 2 cards in the entire deck that if you draw them and you have to discard them, or if you draw chosen in that one step before this, you're just screwed. But here it goes. This is the different part. You use the draw 3 or the draw 4 that you're going to get, and then discarding 1, you'll have 3 extra cards in your hand besides the ones that you added. And you remember, you need 3 cards for Skull Dread if you want to add every attribute. I will say this, Spell Striker, it's broken right now in the version I'm playing, but Overloop works a lot better because you can cycle that mug like literally 3 or 4 times because you have like 3 synchros in the graveyard that you can just keep cycling through. So you can special summon it from your hand by banishing 1 from the graveyard, and then you can use it, and then you can add it right back to your hand. So you have a negate. Now then, basically what you have is no spells, a negate 1. Once you have Overlooper, then you have to wait for that card to come out, or when you can play it in duels like this, because it'll really help a lot, because it'll give you a 1 negate, which you really kind of want. Monster effects, tributing, traps. In case by any chance they manage to beat over anything by tributing your Dark Angel, if you decide not to absorb it, I decided not to absorb it, but you can absorb it with C101. If you do, Heroic will have 5 materials and will have 5,000 attack. Extra attack gain doesn't really matter. I just like having him on the field because, I mean, they can tribute it for something. But, I mean, if they go for any link plays, usually you have the Mannequin Cat backup copied. But this version right here doesn't leave an open space for, like, Christia or Sloth. But they can't tribute. If they activate any monster effects, you can steal their monster next turn or nuke them at your end phase. No spells, no traps. 1 negate. After you have Overlooper, you need that card. It's broken right now. I tried it once already and I got really mad because it wouldn't activate because it's glitched. But Overlooper instead of Spell Striker, because you can loop that mug like 3 times and just constantly have 1 card in your hand. And by the end of the combo, you usually have at least one Celestial in the graveyard, which will allow you to draw 2 during your next turn if you have 0 cards in your hand. But basically, the only play that they will really ever have, if you get this full complete combo off, is to attack over the Predaplant link. And unless they can do 5,500 damage with one single attack from one monster on the field, I don't see it happening. Well, technically speaking, they can't tribute, so they have to special summon. The only problem, though, is that I wish I had one more zone. But in order to get all this off, you need it just like this. But I really wish I had the Mannequin Cat play. But you can always go for the easier version if you draw one of the cards, or you don't feel like doing the extended version. You can do the version I showed earlier on yesterday. Because it's like midnight now. But yeah, if you get this combo off and you have Overlooper instead of Spell Striker, you'll always have one card in your hand that you can negate anything with, just in case they throw out a monster effect. Like, it would have to be a monster effect that destroys one monster on the field. Insectors won't work, because they're once they become equipped spells, they'll be negated, so they can't really activate their effects. And so basically, unless you get Nibiru'd, you will most likely win the duel. But if you get Nibiru'd, you can just cry because you lost. Because I mean, this deck, it does have some backup options. But if you notice, this is a 60 card deck, and now I had 26 cards left. I ran through 27 cards in the graveyard and banished 6. So it's a very, very, very strong play. And this is the full version. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I just had to show it. I wanted to get a original duel with it. But every time I started getting the combo off even a little bit, when I wasn't opening with Red Eyes Fusion and just making my opponent rage quit. Because this card alone right here will make people rage quit. Once they see this at the very end of your combo, they know that they can't win. Because, I mean, even if they do summon monsters, you can just pop them. But they can't tribute with Kaiju, Sphere Mode, none of that. You got this for monster effect negation. I mean, technically speaking, the one card I see that could possibly get out this would have to be choose special summon monsters that both have an effect to destroy a card on the field. Because you can negate one of them. But Fog King, if that gets popped, they can tribute. If they special summon, they can tribute for Sphere Mode. Or if they get Spell Canceller, then they can hit you with Dark Ruler no more, and that'll turn off all your effects for everything except for your Blackwing. And then they can just Dark Hole you, and then you'll lose just about everything. But that Blackwing will most likely stay on the field. But it is possible to break. It's just I don't personally know, and I know like maybe like 7,000 to 8,000 cards by like picture of what they do. Because I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A very long time. I don't know all of them. I'm not even going to try and say I do. But I know a good amount. And let's just check to see. You know, we got the Christia and the Sloth. But then it's just a whole bunch of backups. That's all. Everything else in the deck is backups. You went through all your key cards. Thank you, and have a good one.